In today's tutorial, you'll learn how to crochet this beautiful baby shirt. This is a shirt. This shirt will fit a child from 3 to 4 years, and we're making this for Christmas, and we're going to have the matching short for the shirt. So stay tuned for it. I'll take you step by step for absolute beginners. So without further ado, get out all your materials and let's get started. And I want to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers and all my returning viewers. Thank you for liking and sharing my tutorials. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Zoe CrochetR. And a big thank you to all of my members. Thank you for your money support. Now, commit your works to the Lord and your plans shall be established. Proverbs 16 verse 3. And these are the materials we're going to need. We're going to need our scissors, our stitch markers, our darning needle, our measuring tape. Very important to take a measurement. And I'm working with these two colors, yellow and red. Of course, use any color of your choice. And I'm working with this hook, 2.5mm size hook. Yes, and you need your granny, of course. For this tutorial, I used 41 squares of these. Of course, the number of squares greatly depends on your length and your width. Don't bother. In the course of the tutorial, I'll be giving you I'll be guiding you through the various measurements. Okay, so let's get started. And let me give you the dimension of a square. It measures 8 centimeters. This is very important because we're going to need this while taking the full, not to know the complete numbers of squares we're going to need, so it's going to fit the child's measurement. So right now I have the full tutorial of this square on my YouTube channel. I'll be leaving it on the card up here and the description box below. Go ahead and make it and come on, let's start training. Right, so let's go. Now you're going to need 2 squares, of course identical like this, and you want to place your squares, let them face each other like this. That's the right side, because if you check it out, we have 2 sides. This is the right side and this is the rough side. So you're going to allow your work on the right side. Now the squares, the heart should be up, not like this. Okay, the heart should be up, facing up, and you're going to take edges and bring it down like this. Okay, and now you remember when we're doing our squares, we had 2 chains, right? We had 2 chains here. This is here we have the 2 chains, 1 and 2, and here also we have 2 chains, 1 and 2. So we're going to insert a hook in the first chain only. Now the second instruction is, if you check well, we have 2 loops. We have 2 loops on every side. On this side and on this side we have 2 loops. So we have this loop facing us and this loop inside. We have this loop inside and this loop facing us. So we are going to work in just in the loop that is outside this loop, right? We're going to work in just in this loop and in the loop that is facing the loop like this, and this one. This is where we're going to work in. Now here we have the first chain. Insert your hook in that first chain. See, just 1 loop, and come here we have the second chain. Insert your hook there. See, 1 and 2. So come in the second one and insert your, just like this. And now you're going to bring your yarn over and make a slip stitch inside, both like this. That your this will come in front, bring it in front, and you're going to chain 1 and secure that hook. Good. And now just like that, we're going to weave this at the end. Now we're going to continue our work. We're going to come in that loop, just take it behind like this and come here. That's it, just like this. You're going to yarn over and make a slip stitch. Go back, insert it, and this, yarn over and make a slip stitch. Both. One more time. Here we have it, just here and here. Make a slip stitch. Slip stitch. So you need to make sure that your work aligns together. So we're working stitch, see, stitch into stitch. I prefer opening. I prefer to open my work like this. It's easier for me. We have 2 stitches left, so good. And we come at the end here, we have our 2 chains, 1 and 2, and here also we have our 2 chains, 1 and 2. We're going to work just in those first chains. So come here, take 1 loop, come here and take 1 loop, and yarn over, chain 1, and here we are done, and bingo. This is beautiful, right? I love this deck. And you see our heart is straight, facing the right direction. Facing the right direction. Now we're going to fasten over here and pull that out. And this is just how you're going to go ahead and keep on increasing. When this is done, you want to bring in the next, you're just going to pull it and bring it up. Bring it up like this. Okay, and you're going to connect it the same way. You're going to bring it down. I'm going to take that first chain into that first chain. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to chain 1. And you're going to go and here you go. And this is just everything we're going to make. You see, gives the same result. And yeah, and now see, this how I'm just going to be joining as squares, right? Now if you're doing for the sleeves, just 3 like this. Okay, this is just everything we're going to make. And once you're done joining this, you're going to fasten off your yarn and you're going to add the next square. Now you're adding the squares in function. This is the length of our shirt. All right, so this determines the number of your measurement determines the number of squares you're going to be adding. I gave you the dimension in the beginning, so you're going to work with those dimensions and the measurements on the screen. Once this is achieved, this is the same thing you're going to do. This is the length of our dress, and here we go, the same length. You see, it's the same length. Now this is the width of our dress. Okay, this is the width of our dress. This half part of the width. So what you're going to do is, once you have already this 2 like this, you're going to come take this other side and just bring it, close it like this. Always remember while joining that the wrong side looks at you, the both good sides look at each other. And now and then you're going to take your work and you're just going to start doing the same process. We're just going to do the same process. Okay, it's really nothing complicated. Now when we get here, let me show what we're going to do here. That's what it looks like. You know, remember we left one chain, right? This is the one chain here, and on the other side we still have a chain there. And let me just come on this side and show you what to do here also. This is the one chain on this other side also, and behind here also we still have it here. This is it here. So this is what we're going to do. Yarn over, and you're going to work in that chain, slip stitch, and this is it behind here, slip stitch. Good, here we are done. And now you can see there's this open space here, right? Just come below, just come there, go there, and while we do the sewing, you're going to go there, come here, and this other side also. Make sure you're working on the same side. Here we have it. Go there also, and you're going to make a slip stitch. And now we are crossing this other side. So come here, set your hook, and you see there, here also, go there, and make a slip stitch. And we have that one chain, and here we have the chain one, go there, and we have it on this other side, go there, and slip stitch. And this is what it gives. It's beautiful. That's what it gives us so far. You see. So now you're going to repeat the same process, and you're going to work this place exactly as we worked here. Alright, repeat this, and I'll meet you at the top here. Okay, so keep on working. Okay, we have been working now because we want to stop. We have come to the end of our work. I've come to the end of our work, so we're going to work in both chains. Here we have the first chain, work in that first chain, slip stitch in that first chain, and slip stitch also in that second chain. Now chain one, and you're going to fasten off, and here we go. This is beautiful, right? Now I'll advise you see these tails here, weave in those tails, weave them in, like don't joke with this, weave them in. And here we have our work. Right, I'm going to need two like this. This is my two front pieces. Right, now this is the front piece. So since our shirt has an opening, it's going to remain like this. But for the back piece, we're going to join it. So for the back piece, you're going to come and you're going to do exactly as we did here when we're doing this. You're just going to flip it over, and you're going to weave it. You're going to slip stitch here, and it is going to give you something like this. This is our back piece. Right, this is a back piece. Here we have it. So you can see it's 1 2 3 4 4 like this. There's 4 like this joined together. It's the same thing. Now for the next part of this front piece, we're going to go ahead to make 2 rounds of single crochet all around. Okay, so let's start it. So come here and lift your corner, insert your hook there, and bring it again. Go ahead and chain 1, and in that same stitch you're going to make 1 single crochet, and then always remember to work on the stitch. Always remember to work on the stitch and make a single crochet there. We're working along our tails. Make a single crochet in each stitch. See this? I'm sure we're working there. Make a single crochet. Good. And now once you get here in this chain space, you're going to go there and make 2 single crochet. In here you make 2 single crochet, 1 and 2 single crochet. We get here and this our joining here. There you make only 1, so go there and make 1 single crochet, just 1 single crochet. You come here in this other single on this other chain space and make 2 single crochet, so 1 and 2. For that I need to work in this first stitch. Go there and make a single crochet, and it's an opportunity for you to work around those tails. Okay, we are working from here to here, and when you get here in this space here, we're going to make 2 single crochet there, so 1 and 2 single crochet. I'm just going to repeat making 1 single crochet everywhere, 1 single crochet, and you're going to repeat the same thing. You work and get here and get here, also make 2 single crochet in each of those corners. Repeat working and you finish. You come, when you finish, you come on this other side, you work on this other line also, you work on this other line also, and I'll meet you here. And now when we get here in this last stitch, remember in the beginning we did the 1 single crochet, we have to do 1 more single crochet. And you're going to come in this first stitch, slip stitch. Good. And now we're going to start the second round, chain 1. In the first same stitch, you're going to make 1 single crochet, and into the next stitch, a single crochet, into the next stitch, a single crochet, into the next stitch, a single crochet. So you're going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then reach at the very top here. Now when you work and you get here, you can see this middles, the single crochet at the peak here. You're going to make 2 single crochet there, so make 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. This is going to help our work to stand straight. And now you're going to come and work on this other side, and single crochet, 1 single crochet in each stitch, and this is going to make our work to be straight here. So So you're going to make a single crochet, and when you get here, you're going to make the same thing. See the single crochet here, go there, you're going to make 2 single crochet here. So in each of the corners you're making 2 single crochet. You make 1 single crochet all over, you come here in the peak here, you make 2 single crochet, and you make 1 single crochet, and I'm making this last stitch. Okay, so keep on working. I will come on this end here, just go there and make 1 more single crochet, gives us 2. And now we are going to fasten off a yarn. We are done. Just come on that first side and come here just in the back loop. I like this, it kind of gives us a very beautiful, you see. And now go ahead and securing those stitches. Now these are the instructions. You see this piece is already complete set. So here we did our 2, we have completed our 2 rounds of single crochets. We're going to come here, we're going to make 1 round of single crochet, and I'll meet you on the 2nd round, and we're going to create our buttonholes on this piece here. All right, okay, here we have started the 2nd piece. So we have already done the 1st round of single crochet all around, and now it's time for us to start creating the spaces for buttonholes. So I went ahead and inserted my stitch markers where I want to insert my buttonholes, and I'm going to do the other one with you. So this way I'll just come here and I'll mark that stitch. So this stitch is marked, and this one we did a slip stitch, go then chain 1, and in that same stitch we're going to make a single crochet, and then into the next stitch a single crochet, and then into the next stitch a single crochet. And we get here where we have the stitch marker, just take that out, and in here we're going to create our first buttonhole. Go ahead and chain 2, 1 and 2. You're going to skip that stitch that you marked and come into the next and make a single crochet. So single crochet in that stitch, and then into the next stitch single crochet, single crochet, and here we go. You have our buttonhole. You're going to repeat this. Okay, you make a single crochet, and when you get here where we have the stitch marker, you take off the stitch marker, and you just repeat the same process all over. And when you're done creating your buttonholes, you're going to go ahead and finish the 2nd round of single crochet all around, and I'll meet you here. Okay, here we have started already the 3rd row, and that's what we're going to do. When we get here where we did a chain 2, we're going to come in there and make just 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, because we skip just 1. So go in that chain 2 space and make just 1 single crochet, and come in the next stitch and make a single crochet there, and yep, make a single crochet there. And now the chain 2 is in proportion of the size of your button. So if you think that you are going to use a bigger button, you're going to do more chains here. Yeah, so single crochet, and yeah, you're just going to repeat this. And when you get here in each of those chain 2 spaces, you make 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and I'll meet you on the top here. Okay, here we have, I'm working from down to here. We're going to stop here. Okay, so you see, when you get here, just come here and make single crochet, 1, and the next you're just going to make by the slip stitch, not to make a slip stitch only. And now we are done with our 2 front pieces, and you can see they are identical, the same measurement, the same dimensions. Now we're going to move to the back piece. Now the very important measurement we need before we start assembling our work is our neckline measurement. All right, we need the neckline measurement. And now the neckline measurement for my size, I'll be inserting on the screen the various measurement. 4 years old, I'm using the 4 years measurement, so we're going to need 11.5. That's it here, 11.5. And you can see I went ahead to insert my stitch marker. I already marked the stitch. All right, so from here to here is a neckline. Now the shoulder here needs to have the same number of stitches. Here I have 26 stitches, and here I have 26 stitches for my both shoulders, and in here I have a total of 28 stitches. 28 stitches. Now once you have this sorted out, once this is really calculated, now before you start joining, all right, you're going to turn this back piece, turn it over to the other side, to the wrong side. Let this wrong side be facing you, okay? And now you're going to take your front piece, lay it this way on the right side. The front piece lies on the right side, the right side here. I'm going to post it like this. All right, okay? And you're going to count those number of stitches, and here we have it. Just go there and bring in that, just bring in the stitch marker. Make it inside your work, tie it. Good. You're going to take the second piece, the front, the right side also, lay it down, and of course you're always counting, and you're going to bring it in the same stitch also. Good. Now when this is sorted out, we're going to start connecting both pieces together. And now you want to make sure that those stitches align the same. So come at it. We still have our both loops here, 1 2 and 1 2. We're going to come just in this loop here, cut that loop, and here cut that one loop, and bring in your yarn, bring that here in front, chain 1, send that. We're going to weave that at the end, and in the next here, slip stitch. I remember to work just in that front, just in one loop, slip stitch. Make sure that your stitches align together. Good. And you're going to slip stitch. You get here, we have the stitch marker. You're going to stop here, fasten off your yarn, and come on this other side. You slip stitch. Good. Right now we are done, and this is what it kind of gives us. I like this. Now for the next part of our work, we're going to go ahead and connect our sleeves. This is the sleeve, and of course we have two like this. Now we just, for the sleeves, we join just 3 1 2 3 for the sleeve. I have the measurement on the screen, and I did, after joining, I did 2 rounds of single crochet exactly as we did on the body. You can see the same. We have to attach it to our work, so we have something like this. Now we're just going to go ahead and lay down your work. We have our work laid down like this, right? We're going to go ahead and take your sleeve and put it down like this. I went ahead to count the number of stitches that I have here. and I have a total number of 59 stitches. 59 stitches. It has to be in, this is our shoulder, right? This is where we did the shoulder, so it has to be at the middle. So since I have 59 stitches here, it means 29 will go for this down part and 29 will go for this other part. All right, so this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29, and stitch number 29 I'm going to insert my stitch marker, and it's the same thing I did here. Here I have 29, and here I have 29, and here we have 29. So I start counting from here. I just go inside my work like this. And see, just like this. So what you want to join now, you're going to just flip it over like this, and you're going to join from here to here, okay? And you're going to do the same thing on the second, and you're going to do the same thing also for the second sleeve. Insert your stitch marker, turn it, and join. Okay, good. And here we have our same thing. And very important, make sure that your hat is on the right side, facing the right direction. Before you go ahead and fasten up your yarn, check it first. All right, it needs to be on the same direction. And we have the same thing here. And now we're going to hold it. If we take this, it's going to give us something. There we have it. And we have a very beautiful shirt. So next thing, we're going to go ahead and now and slip stitch from here on the arm and come and stop here. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. I'm going to slip stitch and come here. Okay, right now we're going to work on our collar here. So you're going to come here and you're going to count. So come here and count just as I did here. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and in stitch number 7 inside your hook, your stitch marker. Do the same thing, count 7 stitch here, insert your stitch marker in the 7th stitch. Good. So we have this marked, and you're also going to see where we did the collar, where we draw the collar, right? Go there and you're going to mark that space just inside your stitch marker, and come on this other side and do the same thing. Now let's start working. Where we have the stitch marker, take that off, insert your hook there, go ahead and attach your yarn. We're going to go ahead and chain 3, 1 2 and 3, and this chain 3 represents our first stitch. Yarn over into the next stitch, you're going to make 1 double crochet, yarn over, so make a double crochet, working along my tail, yarn over into the next stitch, you make a double crochet, make a double crochet, now get here, we'll do the joining. Come here in the side, just go there and make 1 double crochet there. You can take that off for now, just keep it. yarn over. On this other side, make a double crochet. Now work on these stitches. Now come there and make a double crochet, and that marked stitch you're going to put back. You're going to insert back your stitch marker in that marked stitch, and you're just going to go and make double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. So you're going to repeat making this, and you repeat the same thing here, and I'll meet you at the end of this row up here. And from that stitch we're going to make our last double crochet. Good. And at the end of this first row, your work should look like this. Now we're going to start the next row, and this is just going to be our repeat. Go ahead and turn your work, and to start you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and this is how you're always going to be starting your rows, by chaining 2. Okay, chain 2 represent here. For this pattern represent our first stitch, yarn over, and into the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet, make a double crochet, yarn over, make a double crochet, yarn over, make a double crochet, yarn over, make a double crochet. Or get here, take off your stitch marker, and in the next stitch you're going to make an increase. You're going to make 2 double crochet there, so 1, and come back in that same stitch and make number 2, and into the next stitch you're going to make 1 double crochet, insert your stitch marker and mark that stitch, make 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet. You're going to make 1 double crochet all over, and when you get here you make your increase. For the next one we're going to turn our work and chain 2, 1 and 2. We are always going to chain 2, okay, and yarn over, and into the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet, double crochet, double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, and when we get here we have the stitch marker, take that off and make 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and then into the next stitch you're going to make 1 double crochet. And here it depends on you, okay. If you want your collar to be wider, you're going to keep on making double crochet, increases. But if you think that you're done with your increases, you're not going to put this again. You're just going to take this off. You're not going to need the stitch marker again, and you're just going to come here and make the second increase, and from the next row you're just going to be making 1 double crochet all through, 1 double crochet in each stitch, normal increases, okay. And the length of your collar depends on you, though how wide you want it really depends on you. All right, so if you want more stitches, if you want it to be wider, insert your stitch marker, but if you're done, don't put it again, okay. Once you're done, you're just going to make 1 double crochet in each stitch, and yeah, so repeat this same sequence, and I'll meet you for the next part of our work. Okay, so go ahead and keep on working. Okay, we have been working, and this is what our work looks like so far. Now just a small correction here. Instead of I redo by my work. So here, instead of 7, I advise you to skip the 3 stitches, 1 to 3. I had to do just 3. I saw that the 7 was too much, but if you like the way the 7 looks, go ahead with it, okay. But I ended up doing just I actually redo the work and do it and just keep it 1 2 3 stitches, no more 7. And where you see the stitch markers is where I stopped doing the increases. So this was our row number 1, right? No increases. I did the increases for in 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds of increases, and the last one here no increase. Okay, so I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for my collar. Now I want us to, I've already fastened up my yarn this way. I want us to do a clean up row for this edge. So I want the work to face right, so you just come here and insert your hook here. I want to try to work, I don't want to work in here. I want to try to work here on the stitch itself. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to make 2 single crochet everywhere. So in that same space, you're going to make 2 single crochet. This is the first. I'm going to weave that at the end, and the second single crochet. And we're going to work it in here. Come in here and make 2 single crochet. 1 and 2. So look at, try to work right here. Okay, you may come here and make 2. 1 and 2. Come here, not this, but here. You make 2. Come here. I think this is better than lying like this. Now we'll find ourselves up here. Now we're going to come here in this first stitch, in this chain 2, right? I'm going to go there in that chain 2. Yep. Good. Make 2 single crochet there. That's our corner. Always make 2 single crochet in our corners. And now in each of those stitches, you're going to make just 1, 1, 1, 1, and we're going to have it like this. So you're going to repeat this all through and end this row, and we're going to sew in all buttons. So keep on working. Let me give you a measurement for the collar. The collar gives us 6 centimeters. Now once you're done here, we're going to come and sew our buttons. Now you have to locate where your buttonhole needs to be in proportion of where your button needs to be, where your buttonhole is. Okay, and I'm using this needle, and I already inserted my yarn. I have my yarn inside. Tie a knot. So you go ahead and that's how I just put it like this. And start sewing from inside. Now thank you so much for working with me. Let me know what you think about the tutorial in the comment section below. And if you're really interested, you want to work more, with me, and I do offer online classes, and if you really want to work with me one-on-one, all you need to do is just to write me on my number inserted on my YouTube banner. Okay, write me there, and we're going to schedule a class just for you. Of course, an online class. No matter your level, we can make this happen for you. Okay, and here we are trying to secure our yarn. I don't know we're securing my yarn, so And thank you so very much. And I love to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers. And the length of our sleeves, 12 centimeters. Okay, and this 9.5 centimeters. And here we have it. See how it, and it's in the same space. It has to be in the same space. Now we have a button and a buttonhole. Fitting perfectly one side. And now stay tuned for the next tutorial. In the next tutorial, I'll teach you how to crochet the short, the matching short. This is it. It's really so beautiful. You really don't want to miss this tutorial. You really don't want to miss this tutorial.